Sunday, June 7th, 2020, riots are the cure for coronavirus. The current time in Las Vegas, 9:22 p.m., New Orleans, 11:22 p.m., Cape Town, 6:24 a.m., and Auckland, 4:25 p.m. Here are the latest numbers from Worldometer. 7,091,659 people have been infected around the globe with COVID-19. 406,195 have died from the disease. 3,461,118 have recovered, 11% death rate. The rest are open cases awaiting an outcome. Floyd's other brother made a plea for calm in the streets. People are trying to tone it down and make it about change with peaceful protests. Not black, so my voice doesn't matter in this protest. Just supporting them and letting them tell their own story and to be in control of their destiny as the riots continue across the country. So, even though I'm not demonstrating in rallies and marches, we share the same future. So where does the hemp revolution stand in all of this? Don Lemon from CNN wraps it up with a former NFL player on to talk about racism, while ignoring the shout-out to a former NFL player talking about CBD when Trump talked about the malaria drug. We've covered this in previous episodes. Bush did the same thing for the oil companies during 9/11, only it was about marijuana then, as most people failed to recognize the difference between the two plants, just pointing out that the Save the Earth movement can turn into pot-smoking hippies real fast, and to put a stop to that, a terrorist organization attacked the Twin Towers. We were then called to duty as we spent the nation's treasury on corrupt Silk Road deals. Political maneuvering and the future of hemp have been closely intertwined. With changing administrations and shifting policies, the path forward for hemp remains uncertain. The industry faces regulatory hurdles, yet it holds immense potential for innovation and economic growth. How will the political landscape shape the future of this versatile plant? Obama didn't legalize weed. He didn't even legalize hemp. He did give big pharma companies the green light with Obamacare to force people into paying for healthcare even when unemployed. It could be spun as ending welfare. So while Trump did legalize hemp, he doesn't support the industry and refuses to utter the word hemp. This pandemic is a healthcare coup right as hemp gets legalized. Another founding conspiracy theory in the hemp revolution is that medical companies fear hemp legalization because it makes CBD widely available. No one needs over-the-counter drugs if they're not sick. Yet, this new virus and global pandemic has once again made us dependent on a few scientists for the cure to a deadly disease. These same scientists say not to allow CBD to get FDA approval, while at the same time using all their persuasion with the federal government to fast-track the vaccine they are creating behind closed doors. Predictions in the potential of hemp. Although not many people have gotten sick from drinking bleach after Trump's medical advice, he's going to lose re-election because of it. That's a prediction being made here first, folks. As we've been covering during these episodes of writing reflections to political pandemic events during the course of a week, his odd behavior that ended the daily briefings from top medical advisors remains troubling for the confidence of mainstream American voters. Or maybe he rallies his Republican base of southeastern farmers for the hemp revolution and wins the presidency for a second term. Who knows what could happen in the next couple of months as the campaigns are remaining somewhat silent on their stances, seeing who's going to commit for the pressure of the Oval Office. Either way, hemp should keep its federally legal status no matter who wins. If it's real, then God lets it save the world, as people have talked about for more than a generation of prohibition before its recent federal legalization. You might even stumble on a hemp crop when you visit the moon or Mars, after recent studies suggest it could grow in the soil on these objects in extreme conditions.